Samsung is threatening to take a bigger slice of the smartphone market and shares with Apple, but analysts say the duopoly between the two tech giants may be unhealthy. This report.
That's what I am talking about. The Samsung Galaxy S3, the current smartphone of desire, already in the hands of some European tech buyers. Today it arrives in the US of A. It's the latest salvo in what's increasingly a two-way war between Samsung and Apple. The tech giants are battling to one-up each other with new models and new lawsuits, in the process starving the other guys of market share and, more importantly, profits.
This is definitely unhealthy, and I believe this will not be continued, I believe.
That's reflected in stock prices, with once mighty handset makers humbled, despite the overall boom in smartphone demand. Eventually, something's got to give. Rumors of wounded BlackBerry maker RIM or even Nokia being bought out seem to circulate at least once a quarter. These competitors have been doing their best to stage a comeback. HTC and LG have both put out flashy new high-end smartphones that have the specs to take on Samsung's S3, but they're struggling to convince consumers.
HTC One X is a good product, but they don't have the marketing budget to go out there and sell it, and to go out there and encourage and give incentives to all around the world and advertise it all around the world and encourage people to buy it.
Second-tier manufacturers also don't have the scale, with Samsung and Apple outpacing them heavily on R&D spending. That imbalance may turn into an innovation gap, resulting in fewer competitive alternatives to the big two on retail shelves.
We're big proponents of giving our consumers choice, whether that's an iOS device, whether that's an Android device, or a Windows Phone device, or frankly, even a BlackBerry device.
The one battlefield where competition remains heated, the low end. Chinese manufacturers Huawei and ZTE are aggressively ramping up, posting strong shipments in the crucial mainland market. They're also targeting Apple's home base, with ZTE planning to boost its investments in the U.S. by 10% annually. Confident and cash-rich, if these Chinese firms set their sight on the higher profiting high end, they may prove the only players with the strength to break Apple and Samsung's chokehold on the industry. John Gordon for Reuters in Hong Kong.
There's an old joke that the government so wants to tax everything that if it could tax breathing, it would. Well, Pasay City found a way to tax pets. More from Charis and Brown.
It was a mix of rage and downright sarcasm on Facebook as netizens posted and reposted this memorandum from Pasay City Treasurer Manuel Lecano Jr. The memo orders all Pasay residents to pay an annual tax of 20 pesos for every dog they own. It also imposes a 30 peso annual tax for every bicycle that a resident has. Facebook users did not mince words and called the new tax stupid, even asking tongue-in-cheek what other animals the city would want to tax next. They also criticized the city officials who came up with the measure. The office of Pasay City Mayor Tony Calixto says the memo is based on a city ordinance passed in 1999 but was never actually implemented.
Yung intention po nung batas na ito noon, pabigyan ng pondo ang city pound at yung sa bisikleta para mabigyan sila ng sarili nilang plaka.
Bike users in Pasay were surprised to find out that their cost-efficient bikes would soon be taxed.
But